Okay, I'm going to show you how to use Wevideo. I think this will come in handy to you as far as lessons, preparing some things you can do online, as well as things you can assign for your students. Um, Now, when you go to Wevideo for the first time, um, you can log in with your Google if you've never done it before. You also can email me and ask me for a registration link or a passcode if you don't have it. Your students will just log in with Google. But if you have done it before, and some of you have, I've taught this workshop at most schools. It just depends on if you followed through or not. Anyway, but a couple things you can do. If you will look at your person over here on the right and go to account settings, if it says a member of McDowell County Schools, then you're a member of McDowell County Schools. If it does not say that, then you need to be, because otherwise it's going to limit your length of video. It's also going to limit the look and some of the things that you'll have access to. It won't let you, you'll have a watermark on your videos if you don't have the premium account. And so you don't want that. You want to have the premium account. So let me know if you don't have this, and we'll make sure that you are hooked up. But like I said, students have an account too, and they can go straight in through their Google. So two things. This is new. If yours has this, that's great. It's just come like in the last 2 days, which is great, because they're wanting people to make this easier for the online teaching. So if you're wanting to make a video of some sort, you'll click here, or a recording here. If yours does not have this for some reason, and it says blank edit, just go into blank edit. Either way you click will be fine. I'm going to click video just for the sake of arguing. All right, it's going to ask you for what you want to call it. I don't want to do that one. I want to make a new one. I'm going to go to projects. So I'm going to go to projects. I'm going to go over here to the bottom right hand side and click new project. And I'm going to give it a name. This could be week 1 of online teaching. You can call it whatever you want. If this is a certain standard, if this is a certain class period, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you happy, that's what you need to call it. Let's just make that easy. For this one, we're going to do a personal one because you're not going to have somebody collaborate with you. And then I'm going to click next. So then the next thing it'll do is ask me if I want to import any media that I have on there. And I said no. I said just continue. And then here you're going to hit create video. And so you can create this video. Excuse me. It's 11 o'clock. You can create this video and then add stuff to it as we go. Okay, so I'm going to hit blank edit because that's just as easy. You can look through some of these. Once you get good at the beginning part, then you can go do some of these. But for right now, let's go to blank edit and then start. Okay. So a couple things here with this. Wevideo has a whole lot of stock media already built into the program, which is nice for you and for your kids, because all the things that are here are things that you can already use. They're things that are vetted. They're things that are available to you. They're things you don't have to go find. You don't have to cite their source. They're already available for you to use within Wevideo. So if you are doing something on World War II, perhaps, I don't know if it'll work with that abbreviation, but it might. Then you're going to find some things here you can use. If you spelled it out, you might find more. But I just tried that. Anything that you find with a time, it's going to be a video. Anything you find, let's see. Those are always my go-to for looking things up. I don't know why, but they are. Anything that you find, like I said, with a time will be a video. anything that doesn't have a time will just be a picture. Um, anything that looks like this will be a sound. So there's a lost frog. There's a, did I say holy frog? Okay. And there's a frog hop. So those are sounds you can use. Some things you will notice will be like cartoonish, and that's fine. So you can go down and search for these things as you go. Over here on the right, you can filter. If you're just looking for a picture, you can get rid of everything else. If you're just looking for a video or whatever, so you can change your filter there in your search. But let's say you find something you like. I don't know. Just pick something, Alyssa. Just pick something. Oh, there's Kermit. Just take it, drag it, and drop it. Okay. Making a video is really that easy for some basics. Is you're dragging and dropping. So you can search for things you're looking for there. If you're just doing a cute little video for your class, you can just type in school. There's some cute stuff there. Maybe you're not in the cutesy kind of mood. That's okay too. But you can just drag it and drop it. Okay. You'll notice that when I drop it, if it's red along the outside, that means you can't drop it there. It's like red means stop, green means go. Okay. If it goes yellow, that means you're going to do something when you do drop it. So it's asking me, do I want to trim it to let it fit right there, or do I want to insert and push, which is what I did. So it slid the other one over, put this one here. You're also going to notice that the little blue, I call it the playhead. It's probably got a more technical name, but that's what I call it today. When you put this wherever you put it, that's real technical, I know. It's late. Then you can, by hitting the space bar, volume. There's not any sound on that video, I'm assuming. If there is, I don't hear it. Maybe I turned off my volume. Thought I turned it back on. Maybe. There's maybe no sound. Okay. So you can move this to look at where you're at. Okay. So you can keep dropping some things and look at them. I'm just hitting the space bar. You can go over here and hit play. That works too. No big deal. But there, like I said, there's some neat stuff that you can use for different things. Okay. So let's pretend like I like this and I want to use this as the beginning of my video. I can stretch it out so that it plays longer. Okay. Just by doing that. Well, you're going, there's a blank spot there, so it needs something, right? So up here at the top, this is stock media that we're playing with. The next one over would be your media, things that you have saved, pictures and such, PDFs, different things are all under my media. Text is what I want you to look at here. So if I want something on these books, then I'm going to kind of look at something that's going to fit right there. And you're going, maybe that will. So if I drag this, if I drag this here, okay, and stretched it out the same distance, and I double click on this, it's going to let me change my text. So I might say, okay, well, you don't see anything over here, but it's because my text is white. So I'm going to change it to maybe that cute little purple. Oh, Miss Knife, sale ends today. Oh no, go shopping. Okay, so then I'm just changing this type. And you can see that I'm also changing these colors. Maybe I want to make this close, not so much. Anyway, you get the point. I can obsess or not. That's a little better. Over those things. So now when I finish this, and there's a save button hiding right here behind this. Save changes. Okay, so now you notice that the text is on my books. So if I'm playing the video, then my text can be there on my books. Okay, and everybody's happy. If I go back to my media, so I can look for all these different things and pretend like I know what they are, and I can drop them in there. Let's see. So anything you want to do that you want to talk over, you can. So I'm just going to drop this. That's not really a real password, is it? I can't read that far away. Could be. Maybe I should need that. I can't read it. We'll use this. Okay, so then maybe we want to put a picture of the website in there, and we want to talk about it a little bit. And then maybe I want to, whatever you want to do. But let's see, maybe I want to talk to the kids and explain to them what's getting ready to be on this website that I put on there. Or maybe this is a PDF of a worksheet or something you want them to do. If you go up here to narrate, and I click that button, it's going to count me down when I hit record. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I would like you to look at this website and follow the directions on finding your assignment. I want you to read carefully and then submit your assignment. So I hit the button again. I can listen to it if I want to. I don't want to. And then I'm going to hit, you can trash it if you want to, but I'm going to hit the arrow and say, I'm happy with that. It's saving it right now. Okay, so I would like you to look at this website so you can see that I narrated that part of the slide or the picture or the screen or whatever. Does that make sense? So you're also going to notice that it's going to show up down in this row that says voiceover. Okay, so it's not under audio, it's under voiceover. So I can click. Okay, so I would like you to look at this website and follow the directions on finding your assignment. I want you to read. Okay, so that's one way that you can explain things to them as you're going. One other thing you can, kind of work through and do. Let's say that you find some of these little fun pictures online. These are, you'll find them online if you search for like pictures for reading prompts or wordless pictures and things like that. Those are fun to do and include, and then ask them to write about them or things like that. So that's kind of cool to do. What else I need to show you? So the other thing you have up here is audio. With the free, if you have a free account, you just have the free stuff. If not, then you have the sound effects with the premium, and then you have all the premium music, and they're in folders so you can look. So when you click on the folder, it opens. Let's say you want this cheerful music to go right here at the beginning. Now, if you're looking at this, think about what you notice. I've got this fun, cheerful music, but when am I not going to want the music playing? Right here during my voiceover, right? Because I need to talk about this. So if I go back and my play hits here and I click, it makes writing the ABC so much more fun. But you're going to notice right here, I don't want this to show up. So what I would do is, while this is outlined in orange, and you see there's an orange bar around this, that means I can play with this music, if you will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right there on the blue and make a dot. And then what can happen is you can drop that audio down and I can get it just to the right spot. I can click and get me another dot, and I don't want it to come down quite yet there. So it can start fading off. Okay, and I wanted it 0 here, and I wanted it 0 here until I quit talking. And then right after it, doop, I want it to go right back up till loud again. Okay, so then I can make it quiet during my voiceover. So if you want to see what that sounds like, I'm going to drag my playhead to here. Okay, so I would like you to look at this website and follow the directions on finding your assignment. I want you to read carefully and then submit your assignment. Okay, so you see how that worked? That's just an easy way to be able to add some music, do the voiceovers, add pictures, and all that kind of fun stuff. So, like I said, text, you can drop those in there at any point. They can go over a picture if you need to do it like this. I mean, I can put text over this picture. It doesn't matter what picture it is. So all those are available for you. You'll notice they have some seasonal things that you can pick from. There's some Easter stuff. What else? Transitions will be like fading and things like that. So if you wanted it between things, I'm just taking it and dropping it and dragging it. My suggestion to you, because I've done this way too many times, don't put any transitions in until you're finished completely. So that needs to be like the last thing you do. Okay? All right. So I'm going to show you what a transition looks like. So it just kind of makes it look a little bit more professional, if you will. Backgrounds are all of these. Okay? When I use those is if somebody takes a picture the wrong way, like this one's up and down as opposed to a picture this way. You should take pictures this way and not up and down. Video too, just my FYI for the day. But if you have somebody take one up and down and you don't want this black beside it, if you take one of these and put it there, okay, now what do you think happened? Right. All right, when you think about it this way, you're layering a cake. So whatever's in this top line will be on top. So here in this case, the words are on top of the picture. For this case, you don't want the blue on top of the picture because then you don't see it. So I'm going to move the blue, drag the picture up, move the blue over, and then now you see that it's up there. And you kind of got a background so it's not that little black border around it, looking kind of funny. All right, is that making a little bit of sense? I'm trying. Those are just some basics and some things you can do if you're playing with a picture or a video or whatever. Let me go back and see if I can find a quick little video. My media. It might be something silly. I can do Mr. Wheeler talking about outside safety. I'm trying. I think I made this one. I'll use it. So this is a video that I made. Now it's recording of my office before we got it all fancy. But you'll notice that while it's outlined in orange, I can drag it and shorten the video if I don't want all of it. If I need parts of it, I can drag this blue thing and go, oh, well, I don't want to see the rest of this. So I'm going to hit the scissors. So now I've chopped the video in two, and I can get rid of the second part, get rid of the first part, that kind of thing. You can get fancy and get rid of, and be a lot more specific, if you will. This little tool right here is kind of your fun tool that if I slide this over, you notice that it's increasing how big the video looks on your screen. So if I'm going to get picky about cutting something out, then I'm going to make it a lot bigger so that I can see it better, even with music or whatever, or voice, so that you can chop it in the right place. So that's just a little handy tool. If you are going to take a picture of a worksheet, if you're going to scan it in and make it a PDF, if you have things saved in your Google Drive, all of that works. So you notice that when I'm in my media tab here, if I go to import, then as a teacher, it's going to ask me where do I want to get it from. As a teacher, you have to browse and select. You also have drop and drag. You have Google Drive, Facebook, Dropbox, Instagram, all these things that you can pull from. Students will only have Google Drive, or they can import it from their computer. They don't have the ability to go look for all those other sites for things. Just you. So you can find your media that way and pull it in as you go as well. So let's say that I like it. I'm finished. You're going to go right here to finish when you're done. You're going to give it a title. It can be the same title you gave it at the beginning. I'm just going to do this for a minute and hit set. And then your title's here. Leave everything else the same. If you want it to be public, leave that public. If you don't, and you're going to give them a link or share it in Google Classroom or something, turn that off. And then just hit the word export. Okay. And then it'll take a few minutes to a lot longer than a few minutes, depending on the length of your video and how much you have in it as far as like music and video and all the jazz. It just takes longer. So take your time to go ahead and save that. When it finishes, it'll give you a link. It'll send it to an email. It'll also put it on the screen. And so that link you can share. It shares real easy with just about anything. Oh, excuse me. I hope this helps. Let me know what I can do for you. If you do not have an account and you want one, shoot me an email and I will make sure you do. All right. Thanks.